Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good one so far. Let's see who we got hanging out with us this morning. Got John Howard, who is usually first in the chat. Good morning, John. Leo's here. Happy Tuesday to you, Leo. Sean's here. Good morning. Clyde is here. Good morning. Kenneth is here. Good morning, Kenneth. Mr. Gold is here from Northeast Texas. Saw the pics on Facebook of the missus doing a little fishing. Like she was having fun. Landis is here this morning. Good morning. Oops. Don is here. Good morning, Don. Kevin Els is here. Good morning. And Troy Pritchard. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Not much going on here. Weather's actually looking pretty good. It's kind of overcast right now, and Joanne said we're going to have or at least when she says we're going to have rain, she's talking Metro Atlanta, and I may or may not get it depending on how far south it comes. But I think we're going to have a chance of a thunderstorm this afternoon, but it'll blow by pretty quick, I think. And then the rest of the outlook for the week is pretty awesome. It's a little cool front, it's cooler temperatures, less humidity. And she said Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think, are looking really good. So look forward to that. Maybe I can get out there and get a little more shop time. I did spend a little time drawing up some stuff yesterday. And of course, I had to run my machine, do a little actual work yesterday. And I got that to the UPS store. So all that's out of the way. I should be able to goof off today if I want to. So anyway, what have y'all been up to? Anybody make anything, out there with your CNC or 3D printer or whatever you got? I try to include all of them now because so many people have all different things. Especially the 3D printers seem to be working pretty good here for folks. I'm trying to see. Yeah, Don, I think I don't think I normally see you on coffee sessions, but welcome. I'm glad you're here. Did see you the other night on the hobby CNC thing. Let's see here. Darren Birds is here. Good morning, Darren. My favorite solar man is here. Good morning, Mr. Ballard. Kenneth says, I don't own Lightburn yet, but went down the rabbit hole of researching its capabilities with a camera at it. Yeah, of course, I just recently got Lightburn again, and been playing around with it some more. I guess I'm missing something or whatever. I don't, and I see all kinds of folks adding that camera thing. I just don't get it. I guess the light bulb hadn't come on with me yet. I don't quite understand what's the big deal with the camera. What can you do with the camera that you can't do without a camera? So if anybody's got, can tell me what the big deal is, I'd love to hear it because I don't. I just don't think it's that big a deal. But folks on YouTube and stuff, man, they really, really like it. And of course, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about the Glow Forge, and it's got a built-in camera. And I mean, I guess they're just trying to, without trying to offend anybody, I guess they're just trying to idiot proof it, make it where it's so easy that any idiot could do it. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, with the Glow Forge, you just hit a button and it focuses or something. It's weird how that thing works. Uh, but it's got that built-in camera right in the center, and I don't know. But I've seen lots of folks adding cameras to their CO2 lasers, and of course using it with light burn and stuff. And I'm like, I guess I'm still just missing something. I don't really quite get what the big advantage to that is. So let's see. I'm missing some comments here. George is here. Good morning, Mr. George. Wind blown southeast Michigan. All right. Dave is here. Good morning. Sean says, still playing with the rotary. Made Mama a wizard's wand for her Harry Potter collections. So that should keep him out of the doghouse for a day. Okay. All right. Lou is here. Good morning, Lou. Good to see you on the coffee sessions. Clyde says he's finally got a Z probe hooked up and working. I saw that. I saw your little video on, I guess it was on the Facebooks. And okay, Ken is trying to tell me here you can scan objects on the bed to a vector and then place a different object on the bed to laser on. Okay, so it's kind of like a scanner then, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Ryan says you can place an object in there and place a design right on it. Helps with irregular objects. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. I kind of get that part of it. I've seen some folks stick, like you say, really weird shapes, um, something that they've cut out with their glow forge or whatever, and it's like a weird shape to it, and then they can stick it in there and put text or whatever on it. But I don't know. I'll have to keep watching more videos, I guess. Maybe I'll see it, but I just I don't know. It seems like as long as you put something in there, even if it's a regular shape, then you get it lined up with the little red pointer or something. I don't know. Like I said, I guess maybe I'm missing something. And I probably am. Jesse's here. Good morning, Jesse. Thomas Grimm in the house. Good morning, Thomas. Sean says, so that's what that's what the camera's for. He says, so you can record the moment you catch your shop on fire when you screw up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I get it. Now I see why everybody puts one in it. Let's see. Ryan says, I might have a guest for us on Saturday. He has 2 glow forges. Excellent. Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. We will let me know about that, and we'll see if we can get them to come on. I'm not particularly a fan of the glow forge. I mean, it's a nice little thing, but there's a lot of things I don't like about it. One is the you got to be online to use it. Um, the other thing, and again, I haven't dug deep into it because I'm not that interested in one. But some other things I hear people talk about. In fact, I watched a video yesterday, and he had had a Glowforge for a year. So he was given like his 1 year review, telling the things that he liked about it and the things he didn't like about it. And there was quite a few things he didn't like about it. And one of the things, getting back to how you use it, he didn't like that you had to be online to use it. And then he said, to use I guess you can use a certain little bit, but then everything else, it's like a subscription where you got to pay. And it's like $50 a month for the thing he was talking about. And that just seems like, it's almost like some of these companies, it's like, all right, we want to sell you this piece of equipment, but we also want to hook you in where it won't work unless you pay this monthly too. So at least that's kind of the impression I got from what he was talking about. But then there's some other things that I hadn't heard anybody mention, because a lot of these people that I see with Glowforges have them in their house. So climate control isn't a problem. They just, vent them out a window and that's it. But this guy didn't want his in the house. He had it in his garage, and I'm not sure where he lived. I don't remember if he even said, but he said the problem is that he really can't use it in the summer unless he goes out there early in the morning, like 7 o'clock, and runs it to maybe 10 o'clock, and then he has to stop, can't run it because it'll get too hot, and then he has to come back in the evening, like after dark, and maybe run it an hour or two there. So he says basically the rest of the time it's a $3,000 paperweight. Now that's what he said. I don't know what they cost, but he showed I guess they, rather than being able to hook up a chiller to it, they have like a built-in thing. But he showed the reservoir, and it was real tiny. So he said that's the problem. He says it works great if you got it in the house where it's 75 degrees all the time. But if you try to put one in a shop, which, a lot of people like shop equipment in their shop, he said it just doesn't work because it's, like I said, he can only run it when it's, a certain temperature in his garage. And after that, that thing can't keep up and it'll get too hot. So, Ryan, do I know the person you're talking about, or is this just somebody you've seen? Because I don't know if I know anybody personally that has a Glowforge. I've just seen a ton of YouTubers. They're really popular, even with all the cons that I've heard from some users. They are still just super popular because they don't take up a lot of space. They're pretty much plug and play. Another thing that guy mentioned that he didn't like about the Glowforge is that, and no, I take that back. That wasn't this guy. That was another woman. She was doing an unboxing video, and she said, you need to make sure when you do the unboxing that you save that box, because if there's anything wrong with it, that you have to send it back to them. It has to be in that box, or if you've thrown it away, they charge, I think, $250 to send you another box that will ship it in, so they're real picky about that stuff. And that's another thing that just make me turn my nose up at them. Oh, okay. Ryan DeWitt. His channel is Hack Lab. Okay. Used to have a Z car like you, huh? All right. I will have to, you know what I'll be doing as soon as I get done with the coffee sessions, and I'll be searching Hack Lab and checking this guy out, see what he has to say about him. But yeah, I may know him. I don't know. I mean, I say know him, but I may have. Heck, I may be subscribed to him for all I know. I don't think so. That name doesn't ring a bell. But yeah, we probably need to try to get some folks that have lasers and different kinds of stuff on the show. That would be cool. Oh, Jack's sitting here about to get snoring. You'll hear him here in just a minute. He's about to get wound up. Ray Jones in the house. Good morning, Ray. Yeah, there are. I tell you what, if you just go to YouTube, okay, Ryan says, let's see here. He has 3D printers, laser, and a plasma CNC. Okay. I bet you when I look him up, I'm going to find that I have maybe not subscribed, but I've probably watched because I do like watching plasma CNCs too. Now I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh well. Let's see. George says, my daughter has a glow forge. She uses it in her craft business. I like what she can do with it. However, you only can use craft plywood, very small footprint. Yeah, it's not very big. Now it does have a pass-through thing. I've seen a gal do a thing that it was like a name that was cut out. And again, that's where that camera came into play. It was, it was like a big I don't know, curvy font name. And it was, I don't know how big, about this wide and, 4 feet long or something like that. So she had to use kind of like tiling, had to pass it, use the pass through thing. And it would line up those things. And I remember her saying, she was telling other people that have a glow forge, she says, now I'm going to tell you, she says, it's going to look like it's not lined up, but don't move it. She goes, trust the glow forge because it will be lined up. And she was right. When she got done, all the cuts lined up perfectly, even though when you looked at the screen, it looked like it wasn't. It looked like it was going to have a little step in it. But apparently she had done that before and knew that, hey, even though it looks like it's off, trust the glow forge to do the calculations and line it up, because it worked out really good. But yeah, they are super big with the crafter people, I'll call it. And like George mentions there, I have heard some other folks say that it will cut the certain kinds of plywood perfectly, and then other stuff, if they're sold out and they have to go to like Lowe's or Menards or Home Depot and try to get something similar, it won't cut as good, or it might cut through and then it'll hit a spot where there's a glue pocket and then it doesn't cut. So they have a lot of trouble with stuff like that. I don't know. Like I said, they are super popular. I don't even know for sure how much they cost. I hadn't even looked, at them that way because I'm just not interested in something like that. And I think they have, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think there's like 3 different versions. I think there's a basic, and then one called the Plus, and then one called the Pro, I think. And I think, I mean, there's probably some other differences in there somewhere too, but I think the main difference is the Basic and the Plus, I believe, have a 40-watt tube, and the Pro, I think, has a 45-watt tube. Um, so I don't know how much difference that 5 watts makes, um, but I think they are pretty pricey though, as far as um, as far for the size of them. Um, yeah, I got a few minutes. Let me see if I can pull up their page. I've never really looked at their page to see the pricing on them. Let's see. All right, come on. I just want to, and I don't. Anybody that's listening to me today, don't think I'm putting a knock on the Glowforge. I don't like any kind of equipment that is where you have to be connected to the internet. So that's not a Glowforge thing. It's to me, I don't like that with any of them. I just think it's silly to have to be tethered to an internet connection to make something work. Well, where's the dadgum? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah. So I was right. They've got a Glowforge Basic. It looks like it's about $4,000, $39.99. The Plus, and it says it's 2 times faster than the Basic. I guess I'll take their word for it. And it's $5,000, $49.95. And then the Pro is $7,000, $69.95. And like I said, I mean, you look at it, it looks just like a a good sized printer or something. What a desktop printer is what it looks like. And just to have to pay $7,000 for something like that, I don't know. But like I said, they're really popular, and these people get them and get their money back really quick on them. So I guess they're cranking stuff out. Yeah, the Plus and the Basic have a 40-watt tube, and the Pro is 45-watt. But they have a comparison chart here that I'm looking at. Okay, the Pro. Okay, the Plus is supposed to be 2 times faster than the Basic, and then the Pro is supposed to be 3 times faster than the Basic, which it kind of should. If it costs $7 and the Basic costs $4, it should be a lot more. I don't know. They're kind of a cool little thing. I thought one thing I saw that was interesting that I had never realized before, because again, I never really looked at them that close. But when I started watching these YouTube videos, the tube, unlike all these other lasers that you see, the Thunder laser and the Boss laser, and I don't know, there's half a dozen different brands out there. But instead of having the tube in the back in a compartment, and then you have your mirror set up to shoot the beam around, this thing has the tube rides back and forth right behind the gantry, which I thought was kind of weird. I guess that's, again, to make it foolproof, where people can get them and they don't have to worry about trying to get that beam aligned over a farther distance. It's all just right there together, so they can get it lined up. And then since everything moves together, it shouldn't get out of focus during shipping and stuff. So, like I said, I think they're pretty much plug and play. I think. Lonnie says, I'm excited to get the X tool. Saving my dimes. Already got $10 saved. And is that the one that's which one are you saving for, Lonnie? The one that's about $1,200 or something like that? I think that's what that newest one is, isn't it? I think it's on up there. See, I thought I paid quite a bit for that little O-Tour Laser Master Pro 2. Because, like I said, I can't remember exactly. It was between $350 and $400, I think, and that just seemed like a lot of money for what it is, But yeah, okay. Lonnie says, yeah, all right. Well, you're doing good. You've only got about $1,190 to go, so keep on saving. Kenneth says another rabbit hole. Water jet, yeah. Yeah, they keep taking all these different technologies that used to be just for, small to medium sized shops or even big shops. Because the water jets, the big ones, they're a few $100,000 or so. But now it seems like they're taking everything that the big boys use, and they're trying to make a smaller version and try to make it affordable for the well, I won't say hobbyists, because they're still kind of, this stuff kind of is expensive to. I mean, who would want to buy a glow forge for $7,000 and then go, hey, I'm just going to make some stuff for around the house? No, you're going to spend $7,000. You're going to want to try to make your money back a little bit. Maybe not be in a hurry to make it, but I would think you'd want to, sell a few things. And just like I've always said about CNC routers, all this kind of stuff, it's not that hard to, even if you want to try to stay a hobbyist, it's not that hard to try to make a little side money to pay off the equipment that you're buying, because all you got to do is make something cool and give it away. And next thing you know, somebody's like, oh, where'd you get that? Well, can they make me this? And before long, you're doing little projects, and it just, snowballs into a little business if you want it to. That's why these things are so popular, because most of the videos I watch, that's what these people want them for. They're wanting to take their, especially the glow forge, and I keep using the word crafter, but they want to take their crafting, to another level, which those things will do for them. Looks like my time is just about up. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, Lou's got a good point. Yeah, you can buy a K40 for $500, but you have to learn to adjust it and actually use it. And I would totally agree with that, because I've heard some horror stories about the K40 types. But I actually think that, me, I'm a tinkerer. I'm a DIY type person. So I think that when people take the less expensive route and say they buy a K40 instead of a glow forge, and yeah, they might have some headaches having to get stuff aligned and, learn how to install a tube or something if the tube gets broken in shipping or something like. But those people in the long term are going to be much better operators and problem solvers than the people who just go, oh, let's just plug it in and hit the button. and go online and get the software. You know, I'm a I'm a big fan of doers, people that get off their butt and do stuff and um, learn how to make the thing go. But yeah. All right. Well, that's my time. I am going to get out of here. We let's see. We will be back tomorrow. Man, tomorrow's the end of August. Y'all realize that? August 31st. So we'll be here tomorrow for the last day in August. It'll be number 558. And of course, that is if the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. So see y'all tomorrow.